Okay, so I've done some canning with some peaches, with peaches that I've shown you, and I decided to name it a spicy peach jam. And the reason why that I thought my peach did not take. So what happened was basically, and you're going to see that in my videos, that what happened was my peach did not set, and so I just let it set overnight. And then the next day, I added some more lime, and I brought it to a real rapid boil for about a good about 5 minutes. I would say about 5 minutes. And so I brought it to a rough boil, and had to switch pans because it got scorched on the bottom a little bit, but that's okay because my spicy peach jam, my spicy sweet peach jam did set. So here are the results, and I want to show you how they turned out. Now, this isn't the color that I really wanted, but you know what? It's good enough. I mean, it's okay. It might be a little overcooked, but the flavor is there. So I could have just kept it and left and just mixed it up. I got my immersion blender and I mixed it up, and that's what caused it to set, and then I brought it to a boil. Added some more lime, which is high in pectin, which helps to set, and then I just brought it to a boil, and it came out beautiful. Look at that. So I added a little bit more peppers because I thought I was going to make it into a pepper syrup. But, oh, it's so good. It's got a little bite to it, got a little heat. You can also bring it down, add it to maple syrup if you want. To marinate some chicken, you can marinate. This makes a great marinade sauce. So you can bring it down, you can add a little bit more liquid to it if you'd like to. You can add a little bit of broth to lighten it up and pour it over your chicken, or you could just pour it over just like this, and it's so delicious. And I think this makes a really nice, it's an umami because I put in the tomatoes and it's got the glutamate in it, which enhances the flavor of everything you have. So it has the golden heirloom tomatoes and it has the peaches, and they were both, the tomatoes were concasse processed and the peach was peeled. I didn't use the pits. I threw the pits away. You could use the kernels and put them in a sachet, but I didn't do that. So I went ahead, and I didn't use the peelings. So you could use the peelings as well. Keep the peelings and put them in a sachet. That'll bring some more flavor. Like this, I kept the peelings off my salsa, which what I'm going to do is going to dry them out and make some kind of powder, which is going to bring another type of umami. And I think you should really think about, I mean, it has 3 ingredients. Umami has 3 ingredients. So, and when you bring these ingredients together and make these wonderful flavors, so I think this is going to be a really good marinade. So it's going to make a salsa. And so I went to the farmer's market and I got like 5 pounds of tomatoes, probably more, with my other peach preserves that I made. And my jars are sterilizing. I'm going to bring that down. So they've been cooking for a while. And what I did was I boiled them, and then I just kind of pulled out because I want this salsa to be a nice, soft blended salsa. I love the seeds in it. I just placed my jalapeno peppers whole in there. I went ahead and got a couple of onions, and you just kind of have to play with it. And then I cooked it with, and I put some garlic, plenty of garlic in there, and I just added a little bit of oregano I might add a little bit more. And instead of using pepper, I made a sachet of peppercorns because I didn't want the black peppers in there. And if you want to use a white pepper where you won't see the pepper, which the white pepper is going to give it a nicer flavor. I have my cumin, my salt, backup salt if I need to add a little bit more salt, and I have a couple limes that I juiced. And I found these wonderful organic limes. I mean, they're so sweet. They're from Mexico. Yum. Oh. There is a difference because of the topography, okay? So the topography of Mexico, if you've ever been, in the center of Mexico, and you've been there for a while, you'll notice that the flavors are so different than if they were grown here. Wish we could just bring some of that dirt over here. I don't know what's in the dirt, but it makes our the fruits and the citrus fruits sweeter. They're just sweeter. And yum. So anyways, hey, not to knock the Florida limes and the lemons, because I get my lemons from Florida. So here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start scooping this in. And if you're going to make large amounts of salsa, ew, I seen something in there I didn't want to. See, I don't want the peelings in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that back. And that's just something I do not want in this salsa. Where the other salsas, I did use a peeling in them. It's just my preference. My hands are very, very clean. Make sure your hands are extremely clean and sanitized. Guys, I want to use that. Okay. And I reheated it. And so I make sure you cook it with your salsa. Make sure you cook it with your salt. Cilantro. So I just want just a little bit in there, and I don't want I don't want the stems. So I'm going to remove the stems of the cilantro. I just want the leaves. And like I said, this salsa, I want to blend it in a more meticulous way, because I want that smooth flavor, and I just want all the flavors of the main parts that I want flavor of. On the cilantro, the stems do have flavor, and you'll use the stems, and normally I do, but in this one, because I want it to be a little bit more smoother to the palate and to the taste, I don't want to use the stems. Now, if I want to get it more rustic flavor, then I'll go ahead and use the stems for now. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead and pour that in. Okay, I think that's enough. Then I'm going to go ahead. I'm hoping to get enough for at least 4 pints. I have it on low. I want to be sure I top it up. Okay, I think that's good. You pour it in this big old bowl that I have here, okay? Go ahead and pour some more in there. Yikers! And out. And my peppers are in there, and those are hot peppers because they're summer peppers. Remember, they're summer peppers. This is going to be a hot salsa because I have seeds want to really be meticulous, you can just not use the seeds and just have the flavor of the peppers without having all that heat. Hey, but in my book, it ain't salsa if it doesn't have any heat in it. That's all I'm saying. Pour that in there. So I think I want to make it a little bit more chunkier this time. So here we go. You notice that I did not put any cilantro in this batch. I might want to put a little bit of it though. Let me see. Let me test it first. Taste test. Taste test. Yeah, that one's a little bit more chunkier. I just didn't want, I want more oregano in it. So oregano is used a lot in the Mexican cuisine. It's used in enchiladas. It's used in spicing up. It's a very rustic, beautiful, beautiful flavor. Wow, that's hot. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of my lime juice just so I can get more liquids in there. Well, all of it. That's a cup of wine. Tasting spoons out. Then I'm going to put my oregano in there because I want to put a little bit more. And when you put in your oregano, I'm using dry because it's more pungent in flavor. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more of this white pepper, my cumin. Oh yeah, put the cumin in there. I love cumin. Oops, well, that's not smart. I'm thinking, let's get a whisk and stir that up. You probably can't see it from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up here so that you can see. I see a little bit of those, and I'm going to pull them out, the little peelings. And this is where it becomes a little, you know, pain in the booty. This is where it becomes really meticulous. It's like, I gotta pull out all those little peelings out. Yeah, it just makes the salsa nicer. And I don't have a contraption that will take those peelings out, but I want to get most of them out. So let's taste it. There it is. I like getting the edges. More lime. Definitely more lime. Okay. But the flavor's there. I want to taste that delicious lime. I'm going to put a couple more in there. So when you're making like preserves, like a lot of preserves, it's good to have a big bowl I kind of wanted to show you this video so that you can see. To do it. And I'm going to go ahead and try it again. Okay. I'm going to need some more of my cumin. Then a little bit more of this white pepper. So I'm adjusting the flavor. And the pepper's not going to make it hotter. It's just going to enhance the heat. It's like the table for the peppers. Ooh! That's spicy. I'm just going to put a good pinch of salt in there. Because what the salt will do will bring all the flavors together. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more oregano. I don't know if my mouth is numb from the peppers. It might be. Okay. So, it's good. It's ready to get turned. So, I'll see you on the next one. And I'll see what else I got up my sleeves and what I'm going to can. Oh, strawberries, I don't know, grapes, I don't know. If not, I think I've done enough canning videos for you. Okay, get a canning, get a preserves book. The Art of Preserving would be a good one if there is one out there. Sensational Preserves, there's a lot of different books that you can purchase at and read them, because the easier the more you read, the more you learn about certain reasons why this is done this way, and it helps you to understand, and then you can build a palette of flavors, and you can create some wonderful chutneys, you can create some wonderful jellies, you can create some wonderful butters, and I'm not talking about cow's milk butter. I'm talking about apple butter, plum butter. We'll do some pickling. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll do some pickling. So, I'll talk to you soon. And thanks for watching, and see you later. Okay, bye. Mwah.